OceanGate launched one of their subs, Cyclops 1, to the Andrea Doria shipwreck that lies off Nantucket. So Cyclops 1 actually had a different design to Titan. It had a steel hull as opposed to carbon fibre. So Titan is the only sub that was actually designed in the carbon fibre way. That was a different one. David Lockridge was an employee at OceanGate, and he was a submersible pilot and ran the submersible projects. He was due to pilot this mission that included 4 passengers and himself. Last minute, Stockton decided he wanted to be the one to pilot the mission, something that David was strongly against. But Stockton wanted to do what he was going to do and no one was going to tell him no. So they made a compromise that, yes, Stockton would pilot it, but David would go along with him in the submersible just to make sure if anything went hairy, he could get them out. So they reached the Andrea Doria and...
Just given Legoland car driver's license.
It's actually...
He's like, I'm doing it, and they're like, yeah. Wow.
So this expedition was actually filmed, and it's on the documentary on Netflix, and you can see that David is so anxious about this man's driving. And Stockton was basically, as he always did, was like, safety is just nothing. So they reached the Andrea Doria, and Stockton brought the sub within 3 meters of the bow into a debris field, and they became stuck under the bow, and David had to take over and get them out, which he did, and they surfaced because Stockton was trying to, and David was like, no, seriously, like, we're too close. Like, he was looking out the window, he's like, no, stop, stop.
Oh my God.
The anxiety this man must have lived through. Like, he deserves a medal.
Drowning in his sweat.
Yeah. They obviously got out, but things began to change between Stockton and David after this. Stockton did say, like, look, mate, I owe you one for that. But the whole rest of the expedition, because obviously it's not just they go down in the sub, they go on like it's a couple of days, a few days, however long, but they go out to the wreck, they're on like the guide ship, and then they dive down on a day thing. Yeah. So it's a long expedition, and for the rest of the trip, Stockton did not say a word to David. He didn't talk to him after this.
Literally strapped.